After listening carefully, we've decided the best way to proceed is with one inquiry, but in two parts. I can tell the House that this inquiry will be led by one of the most senior judges in our country, Lord Justice Leveson. He will report to both the Home Secretary and the Secretary for Culture, Media and Sport. The inquiry will be established under the 2005 Inquiries Act, which means it will have the power to summon witnesses, including newspaper reporters, management, proprietors, policemen, and politicians of all parties, to give evidence under oath and in public. Proprietors was included in that list. Starting as soon as possible, Lord Justice Leveson, assisted by a panel of senior independent figures with relevant expertise in media, broadcasting, regulation and government, will inquire into the culture, practices and ethics of the press, their relationship with the police, the failure of the current system of regulation, the contacts made and discussions had between national newspapers and politicians, why previous warnings about press misconduct were not heeded, and the issue of cross-media ownership. He will make recommendations for a new, more effective way of regulating the press, one that supports their freedom, plurality and independence from government, but which also demands the highest ethical and professional standards. He will also make recommendations about the future conduct of relations between politicians and the press. This part of the inquiry, we hope, will report within 12 months. The second part of the inquiry will examine the extent of unlawful or improper conduct at the News of the World and other newspapers, and the way in which management failures may have allowed this to happen. This part of the inquiry will also look into the original police investigation and the issue of corrupt payments to police officers. And it will consider the implications for the relationships between newspapers and the police.